Greetings, fellow Viking warriors. Rodamon here. Thank you for tuning in to Northgard, Episode 2, Chasing Our Prey to the Foothills of Northgard. Next stop, Foothold. Northgard is a harsh continent. We must tame these lands lest we be forgotten by history. One of its objectives is reach 6 happiness, destroy all wolf dens, and trade food and wood with Halvard via 2 trade routes for at least 1 month. I'll try to remember to do all that.
My companions' eyes were shining with ambition. They were eager to set foot on the untamed lands of Northgard and reap its wonders. But my heart was tormented by a darker appetite. Vengeance.
All right. For vengeance, we go. Land ho! Finally we set foot on Northgard. My lord, we have dismantled our longships and used the scrap lumber to build a town hall on the shore. There is no turning back now. Thank you for your dedication. We await your orders to claim the area and expand our clan. There is much to be done. We must colonize the surrounding area to expand our living space and find resources. And we need to raise our fame if we hope to stake a rightful claim to the region. Please stay safe and lead us to victory, my lord. So the objectives here is to colonize 8 territories and reach a fame of 200. Now, one of the first things I'm always going to do every new game is build a scout house. Just can't really expand without it. And it doesn't look like I have woods immediately adjacent to me, so I'm going to push towards the what looks like woods. I'm going to have both these guys survey the same zone, because they'll do it faster. Yusef and Chief, thank you for the resubs as well. Alright, we got a wolf, but we have a hunting zone. A hunting zone would be good for food income. So I want to claim this early. And then we have a wooded zone. Perfect. I'm no longer going to issue specific commands to the scouts. I'll just have them go where they want to go. So let's go ahead and get the hunting lodge. Right there. And then get a woodcutter lodge. So the hunting lodge needs to be built. I'm also going to build another house. And then a woodcutting lodge there. Perfect. So food, wood, and shelter. The 3 necessities all coming up right now. Hit. Hire 2 hunters. Hire 2 woodcutters. And then the next thing I want to build is a food site. Oh, never mind. What is this wretched creature? Could that be a draugr? I've heard old men's tales about undead warriors, but I never gave him much credit. Apparently I was wrong. At any rate, we should defend our people and slay this fiendish abomination. We discovered a mineral deposit. These come in 2 types, stone and iron ore. Both are important resources. Both can be extracted by miners and mined. Build a mine and assign villagers to them. Stone can be used to improve our buildings. Iron allows us to make our tools better, as well as rearm a bannerman such as myself if they should fall in battle. Keep that in mind. That a deposit is finite and typically holds little ore. Be sure to make good use of it. Oh, jeez. Run! Run farther! During the cutscene, I got jumped by a draugr. Because, like, of course. Okay, the hunters are alive. We're good. Speaking of which, let's get a healer's hut. I'm going to build the healer's hut here. And we have a fishing zone over there. So I'd like to clear this fishing zone for even more food income. So we have food coming from both hunting and fishing. That sounds good. So I'm not quite in the food positive yet. And there's a farming zone down here as well. Actually, the farming zone looks better to me because it also has stone. So I might do farming instead of fishing. Well, here we go. We found... My lord, we have encountered another clan. What shall we do? Are they with that scum Hagen? Halvard, we come in peace. I'm Halvard of Hyrun, the Goat Clan. We mean you no harm. Please offer us assistance. Greetings, Halvard of Hyrun. I am Rig, son of the late High King Hargorolf. What ails you? My deepest condolences, my young lord. We have lost too much of late. Our journey went awry, and well, to be brief, we are now shipwrecked on a desolate shore. We have nothing left, and will soon give in to the wilderness. I beg of you, help us. We'll lend our aid. What would you have us do? Thank you. It should not be too much trouble. So they want us to clear 2 wolf spawning dens. Exterminate the wolves that are threatening our fragile camp. Got it. So I am going to build an axe throwing camp here, which is a different type of warrior that does ranged attacks, and I'm going to use Brand as a tank. The other thing I need to look out for is my food. So as soon as my scouts are done scouting, I'm going to recall them back to be village scavengers. We've acquired enough lore to develop a new skill. Please choose wisely. It's crucial that we study any runestone or circle stones we encounter. It will allow our lore masters to gather lore and develop knowledge. So I'm going to pause the game for a minute. So here is the lore. There is sharp axes, which is that woodcutters produce more wood. Weaponsmith, military units have more attack power. And the value of great deeds. Scalds produce crowns, which is coin. And Scalds tools improvements is free, and forging time is divided by 2. Sharp axes lead to better food and food preservation. So that's probably what I'm going to go with, because food is our biggest problem. So I'm going to go with sharp axes. Alright, you scout. Become a villager. And you scout. Become a villager. And then you become an axe thrower. E, as in echo, allows you to select all your military units all at once. I'm going to go clear out this draugr and then work my way to clear out the farm down here, because we really need the extra food. Speaking of food, I'm also going to build a food silo there, which will help to add to our food count as well. So we're in August. I should be stockpiling for the winter. And truth be told, the wheat farm is not going to be particularly useful for winter preparations, but I like the idea of getting stone for building improvements from down here. So we'll save up for that purpose. Alright, once we have 80 food, we can colonize here. It also comes with sheep. Oh, we are under attack. Guess while we're here, might as well clear some of these wolves. Of course, all the wolves go for my axe thrower, who has low defense. Patchable, thank you for the resub. By Phil Dimension. Alright, there we go. Colonizing. And I'm going to send this villager down there, and this one as well, to build fields. So you build a field, and the other one is going to be in the zone, and we'll build a food silo. I fully acknowledge that, like, farming in October is not great, but I got here when I got here, you know? There we go. 2 new food production facilities. Perfect. So the sheep. I'm going to send 1 sheep here. 1 sheep here. And keep a sheep in the current zone. The reason is sheep reduce the need for firewood during the winter in the zone. So spreading them out everywhere is going to help make our winter prep more efficient. So now if I click on the sheep, I have one in this zone, 1 in this zone, and 1 in that zone, the most populous zones. Okay, looking good. Food's going up rather quickly. We're going to need another house. I'll put a house right there. And I'm just going to have my healer temporarily become a builder, and then once he's done building the house, I'll put him back in the healer's hut. So one of our goals is to kill all the wolves around the settlement to the north. And I would like to help him with that. And that means having a bit more of a military than I currently have now. So let's get another axe thrower to max out our current military until we build another military building. And it is winter, and other than coin, we're doing pretty good on other resources. So the next building I want to build is the mine. And if I want to build a mine, I would need to develop this zone. So I'm going to develop the zone for 100 coin. And before I build the mine, I might want to instead save up for a trading or a marketplace so that we can start making coin back, because I'm in the coin negative. So I'll do the marketplace next. And that allows your citizens to work as merchants to earn coin over time. Alright, marketplace. I'm gonna claim this zone and build a marketplace there. Allies under attack, but there's not much I can do about that right now. What I can do is to start clearing out the other wolves that are around me, and then eventually lend him aid. Is there a way for me to see the bonus objectives from this screen? Well, maybe I won't worry about it too much. Oh yeah, here we are. 6 happiness, wolf dens, trade food and wood. Got it. So this here is where lore masters will work to gather lore. So now we've just hit our lore, and I'm going to get eradication. Food silos gain 10% food production bonus, and also reduces food silo upgrade cost by 50%. Sounds good to me. And that will allow us to have even more food. So far, so good. Alright, the marketplace is up. I'm going to hire these two in the marketplace. And now my coin is in the positive. The other thing that the game wanted me to do is to sell my wood. Oh, I didn't mean to build a marketplace, but that's fine. I meant to build a trade center. But I honestly could use both. But I think what I'll do is I'll build a trading post once I have the timber. I just happened to build the wrong thing. Nope. You know what? Maybe I'll refund this and get the correct one sooner. Bears are dangerous? They sure are. Alright. We made it to the new year. Perfect. So now what I'm hoping to do is to clear and claim more of the zone towards our potential ally. So we need 160 food to claim this zone. That's what we'll work towards. And then once I have positive coin, I'll also start mining again as well. Alright, there's the trade center that I meant to build. Alright, so with this trade center, we can have a trading route. So I'm going to build a trading route and sell food to Harvald. As that is one of the bonus objective requirements. Trade food and wood to him. I'm going to want another trading post to do it again, too. Alright, we only need a little bit more food to claim that zone. And this zone has fish, so we'll be able to fish for food there. I did mention wanting the mine over here, so the last villager that is currently free, he'll build that mine. Actually, you know what? Villager, you move here. Farmer, you build the mine. And then you'll also become a miner as well. So our population is at cap, and we just got enough lore for another upgrade, and I'm going to get food preservation. For each food silo, gain more food. If upgraded, even more food. And that's going to allow us to bolster our food, because I already have 2 silos. So I might as well lean into the fact that I have 2 silos. Ooh, I became a Thane. Nice. A little title upgrade. Alright, there we go. We have 2 miners now. And a bounty boat for our Thane title just came in with some rewards. So one of those rewards that came in was stone. And now I can upgrade my town hall with stone. In order to get tier 2 buildings anywhere, your town hall needs to be tier 2 first. So this will increase my population by 2 and pop growth by 20%, and then allow me to upgrade other buildings as well. Now I had wanted to start fishing this zone, and then I'm going to need to start scouting as well, because I don't at the moment see a path towards our neighbor here if we wanted to help him. So I'll need to do both. And yeah, he's under attack. They're dealing with it for now, but they're not going to be able to hold out forever. So it is somewhat of a timed event, I suppose you could think of it that way. So the next thing I'm going to upgrade with stone is going to be a woodcutter's hut. And this will allow my woodcutters to cut wood faster, and also for the hut to hire 3 people rather than 2. I think that is a bottleneck that could be rectified, and once I get 5 stone from the miners working in the stone mine, I'll be able to do just that. There we go. Alright, let's see. Let's get weaponsmith for military attack power increase. And with that increase, I'm going to go mess with a bear. I'm also going to need another house somewhere. I'll build a house here. Tell my merchant to start building a house and then go back to being a merchant. Because we're at 17 out of 18 pop cap. That's going to hit soon. Alright, you. What work do I have for you? I have fishing. So here's the fisherman's hut. And there it goes. And then the next one we've got hired will become a scout, because I'm kind of out of scouting. There's obviously a lot more territory, and I don't know. I need a scout to map it first. This mine only has 24 stone left in it. That's a decent amount. I'm going to upgrade my food silos now. Upgraded food silos will add extra food due to food preservation, and then also a blanket bonus as well. I'll show you the other food silo. So this is improve food produced in the zone by 20%, but then also because I have food preservation, it also just adds a flat extra 2+2 food. There's the fisherman hut. And that's pretty much the only building that could be in there, because it's a 1 of 1. Alright, you villager is going to become a scout. And scout towards our neighbor, would you? So it looks like I need to go around, because this is like a water and a ledge. So to get to him, I need to go that way. Arcing around that way. One of the next things I wanted was another trade post. And I have no idea where I'm going to put this unless I develop land. Maybe what I'll do is I'll claim here, this other fishing zone, and put a a fishing hut there, as well as a trade post and a food silo. So there's the other food silo upgrade, and we got enough lore. Let's go with skulls produce crowns. Not that I have any skulls, but you know, one might assume I will. And in 17 days, we get another villager to work up there. Nice. The reason I did the skulls is I see that our happiness, now that our population is growing, is sort of plateauing, and I'm going to want to do something about that sooner or later. Oh, speaking of which, we have some unhappiness. Clan wants better houses. So at some point, you'll have the demand for better houses, so I'm going to upgrade the house here from tier 1 to tier 2 to keep them happier. It also increases the population the houses can hold. This has a house population of 8 instead of 5. But it's a demand that your population makes as you grow. Oh, and here's the swamp. So, Accidental Aggro, we found you a swamp. To be claimed soon-ish. Alright, Scott was hurt exploring the new zone. I'll probably want to send them back once they're done exploring there so that they can heal, because they're not going to be able to heal unless they're within our territory. I'm also going to kick off a feast. So for 100 food, we can feast, and feasting increases production and happiness and fame and all that. And this will help to grow a population and make people happier, and I figured I had the resources for it, so I might as well hit it. Alright, the 2 lore masters working at the lore building, I'm going to send over to work in the fish. And then I'm also going to build a food silo with this one for the same reason. I'm trying to amass an insane amount of food so that I can just, like, spend it willy-nilly. The other thing I wanted in this zone is another trade post so that we can trade timber to Halvard as well, because that was one of the bonus objectives. Alright, you are 2 wounded, so go become a lore master. I'm not worried about the unhappiness, because we'll be able to remedy that in just a moment. So we'll build a House of Scalds. I'll stick that right there. And you build the House of Scalds, and that will help raise our happiness. Alright, even though it's the winter, we are raking in the money. Or the food, I should say. And that's going to allow for territory expansion. Because one of the goals, of course, is to colonize 8 territories, and that's a lot of territories. And now, with the Skald, our happiness is back up. As well as coin, because we have the Skulls make coin as well. So the new people are going to be hired in as trading post workers. And then once we have... Oh, magnificent. Our territory has reached substantial size. The populace will be able to thrive here as after we leave for the next region. So I hit that goal. Gained enough fame to trigger a bounty boat to bring in bounty for that achievement. Glitch, thank you for the cheer. And enough lore. So this lore, let's say, trade routes produce more coin. And then we have enough knowledge to gain a blessing. So we could either take Freya's blessing for like protection in the winter, Baldur's blessing for happiness, which I'm going to take, or Jord's blessing for stone and iron. The reason I took Baldur's blessing is one of our other conditions is a happiness of 6, and that gets us a lot closer to our goal. In fact, I can just have this lore worker become a skald, and boom, happiness 6. Alright. Scout. One of the other victory conditions, or bonus conditions, is destroy all the wolf dens. So I'm going to look around to try to find all the wolf dens, see if I have missed any. And I upgraded my scouts camp so that they can do it faster. Pretty soon... Oh, yep, it has already happened. I was about to say, pretty soon I bet my miners are going to be done. And they are. So these miners are going to become traders in the trading post instead. Because there's no longer any minerals over there to mine. Or stone, I should say, to mine. So with the new trade post, I'm going to build a trade for wood. And that should satisfy the trade food and wood via 2 different trade routes for at least 1 month each. Alright, at this point, I feel like I'm going to get a shield bearer camp and expand our military a little bit to help him out. I'll also upgrade this house. Alright, so if we want our happiness up, we already hit that bonus of 6, so maybe I don't really need to do it again. Ooh, this is a draugr nest. And it also has iron, which is the other upgrade material. It'd be cool to claim this, so I will if I can. And we are rolling in food. Can you see if you can place a longboat near my main building without developing first? No, I would need extra slots for it. Alright, with 2 shield bearers for your sort of tanks, we can start to mess with these draugrs. Colonizing there. And there we go. New title, Jarl. For every 200 fame, production is increased by 3%. Alright, where's my scout going? Oh, yeah, there's a zone over there in there. Totally missed that. Alright, destroy all the wolf dens is the only other goal that I've yet to do. The bonus one. So we need to find the wolf dens. And here is it. So let's claim here. Scout, you chill, because you're going to need to go into this ruin here. And then this wolf den is probably the last wolf den on the map. And then we can go help out our ally. So, before I beat this, I also want to show you the advantage of forging. So let's put a smith here. And have you go build the smith. And you go be the other iron miner. So the smiths allow you to upgrade units for gold and iron. And I'll show you that in just a second. Once the building's built. Oh, no, wolf came back. So we need to save up 540 food in order to annex this zone and destroy all the wolf nests. I'll just spawn camp it. So we're rolling in money now. We put the villager in, and here's how this works. With 5 iron and 30 gold, we can upgrade a type of person. So we have 4 fishermen and 4 merchants. So it would be pretty effective to upgrade those. Or we can upgrade our shield bearer and axe thrower. I'm going to do military. So the first upgrade is going to be the shield bearers gaining shield wall defense. And then as soon as we have 1 more iron, I'll do the axe throwers. Oh, there we go. The axe throwers as well. Very handy tool to have. Alright, I'm building yet another fisherman. So the next upgrade I'll probably do is fisherman income. Allowing my fishermen to fish faster. Just so that I can have oodles and oodles of food. I won't need to worry about food at all. So once I have 5 iron, I'll queue that up as well. How are you holding up, bud? Very wounded troops. Got it. My scout up there is a little worse for wear as well. But I'm going to have him keep pushing. Alright, so upgrade. Fisherman. So we have 6 fishermen. Here we go. Now we have quite a lot of food. As soon as I conquer this wolf den, I'm going to send my military to go aid him. But I'll probably want fur coats before I do it, because it just became winter. Fur coats allows your military not to have reduced combat effectiveness during winter. So unless I want combat negatives, it'd be worth waiting. Also, there we go. There goes that wolf den. Perfect. The smith's upgrade to our military units being done first would be good as well, but I don't necessarily have to wait for that. All right, here we go. Fur coats. Let's start helping out. I'm gonna have this scout come back and become a lore master because he's wounded, and I'll just have this villager become a scout. Because otherwise they die, and that's not great. So once we have this zone surveyed, I'll actually be able to help him. I don't know the path forward yet. We're getting pretty close to knowing it, though. So where's my new scout? All right, you survey there. Start running. Oh, this iron mine is gone. What can you guys do? One can become a lore master, and the other a scout. That'll work. All right, I have enough iron to upgrade another unit, so we'll upgrade our woodcutters next. Oh boy, they need backup. I'm coming. I mean, not like immediately, but I'm theoretically on my way. Sort of, like barely, tangentially. Now I have a shared mutual interest with him. This was a result of trading for a long time, building up our relations with one another. Sometimes, not in this map, but sometimes there are like sort of like NPCs that you can trade with to gain relations with, and it will give you better trade routes and other benefits like that. Okay, we almost have the valid path mapped. We're coming, bud. There does happen to be a bear in the way, though. Nothing we can handle. Oh, good. My axe thrower's weapons have just been improved. So now we can start stomping out the wolf zones, because that is essentially the last objective we've got. So standing here, we'll claim the zone and clear the den to protect our ally. So there we go, and we claimed it for him, so he owns it now. These swamps sort of like stopped my colonizing progress to the north, because it has to be adjacent zones. I'm going to send my units back to heal before I go for the next zone. I have 2 villagers, and I don't really know what I want to do with them. I could have them farm, I guess. I don't really need more food. I could claim... Oh, do I have this claimed? No. Of course I don't. You know, I could have them be healers. That way when I come back into my home zone, I just heal even faster. That works for me. So we've gotten rid of one of the threat spawners. And we just need to get rid of the other one. And we're pretty close. And yeah, I'm going to pick a fight with the bears first. I'm an ally, but I'm not a good ally. Alright, the fisherman tools have been improved, so we're making, like, insane amounts of food now. And once my forging queue is done, I'll have to fire my smith, because I won't really have anything for them to do anymore. Because I'm out of metal. Oh, here's another wolf den. Perfect, I'm glad I went up this way. Because... Nope, I lost a scout while I was exploring. Well, yeah, had I not come up this way, I wouldn't have known about this wolf den. I wouldn't know to conquer it as a bonus objective. So we need 800 food to be able to do that. Sweet. We've got ourselves a goal. Can you buy stone and metal? Yes. If you had a marketplace, yes. You could buy it with coin. I have a lot of money, so that's not an unreasonable thing to do, is to build a market and have this person work as the market person in order to buy any of the strategic resources that I'm missing. Alright, we have got enough lore for another one. So, gain happiness if I have our hero? Sure. I'm happy to be happy. Works for me. Alright, I'm going to leave the forge idle. I'm not going to destroy it because we might use it again. And I need 800 food to be able to claim this wolf den to neutralize it. Things going pretty smooth. I developed my home tile so I can build a longship dock. Not that I really need one, but why not? I got the money. My last scout is scouting out something here, maybe? And there's my market. So if I put someone working in the market, I can, well, normally you'd be able to buy iron and gold, but not in this scenario. So, normally this would have worked, but not in this case. So be it. What I could do is buy food. There's not a lot of food on the market for me to even be able to buy, but buy food to get a little bit closer to the wolf den progress. So longship dock, the way this thing works is you can do periodic rating for lore or fame, plus some crowns. So I'll have them go for lore, so we can build our lore from rating. Alright, my scouts are idle, meaning that I've scouted everything. There's nothing left for them to work on. So these scouts will just become will join the raiders on the dock. I did just get rid of the last wolf den outside of the one threatening my neighbor. So now I think we're ready to destroy that last wolf den. And I will have both the objectives and bonus objectives done, hypothetically, I think. There are wolves up here, but I don't think they count as a den. But just as I can't even go up there. Well, we'll go through the bear. Does the market need to be upgraded first? No. I could upgrade the market if you're wondering. But it's just there aren't metals on the market available to buy. Presumably because Brand has no... It's not like Brand has much of an economy. There we go. There's the last den. My lord, I'm delighted to report that Halvard's camp is now safe from any beastly threat. Excellent. Please make sure his people receive food, the food they need, and tend to their wounded. On behalf of the Hiren clan, I would like to express our most heartfelt gratitude. We would have been doomed without you. From now until the end of time, you can count on the help and loyalty of the Goat Clan. I hereby solemnly pledge my allegiance to you. Thank you for tuning in to Northgard, which originally streamed live on Twitch. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you'd like to catch a live stream of mine, Radamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you'd like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Radamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching. Special thank you to my Twitch subscribers, Patreon patrons, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow Vikings.